What is a soul? When we ask a question about the soul, what is soul? Soul is consciousness. Soul is the original form of ourself. Soul is that form in which we individuated ourselves from the total. But the soul is not a body, not a name, not anything that we know here. Soul is not the mind even. The soul makes all these things work. So when we say the soul has found the sound current, we are saying the soul has found itself. But the sound current is the soul. The sound current emanates from the soul. The sound current comes from the soul. When we hear the sound in meditation, we are hearing ourselves. Otherwise, any other thoughts, we are hearing our mind. So there are two things in our head at all times. Our own self and the machinery we are using, which is the mind and the senses and the body. And the soul is our own self. And that is why when the soul has, through the mind, through the senses, have experiences, then the soul is always the center point. When we talk of the sound current comes from the soul and cannot be differentiated from it. But if you have, along with your mind, along with your astral self, seen the radiant form of the Master, then the next step is to stabilize that form. Because when we actually see the radiant form of the Master, it comes and goes. It does not seem to stay. And it takes a little practice to stabilize that experience of the radiant form. The Master seems to be coming from a distance, and then comes close, then seems to recede. That's not because Master is moving anywhere, it's because we are unable to retain our attention at that point. With practice, you can then retain that image with you, and then the image can communicate with you in words or without words. And you are able to talk to the Master. Then you can hold the Master's hand, you can fly with the Master, you can go to any place, you can start enjoying astral and physical world with the Master. Not only astral world, even when you come back into the physical body, after that experience of having stabilized your experience with the radiant form of the Master, Master is with you all the time, even outside in this physical world. And you have that experience, Master is with you. Imagine how much better it is to see this world with the Master with you than trying to see it alone. Your loneliness disappears completely when you have the radiant form of the Master with you. You never feel alone. And one of the problems we have is loneliness, and that disappears with that experience. Also, if you see as a child is going with his parent to a carnival, to an amusement park, and all those beautiful big giant wheels are moving, and those round and round things are going with horses going up and down, and those different rides are there. A child feels so happy holding the hand of the parent. Supposing the child were to lose the hand of the parent and gets lost in that carnival, the very same things will look like monsters. There will be no more joy left. So when you are alone, the very world we are living in looks like monstrous and looks like very strange, and we don't like many parts of it. But if you're holding the hand of the Master, even this world becomes very different, and you start enjoying it like an amusement park. The next step is to stabilize the form and hold the hand of your Master.